Okay, start.
Namaskar. Good evening and a warm welcome to you all. I am Sudeep Sarkar, your host, bringing you all another webinar on entrepreneurship with Anajori. Before I begin today's webinar, here's a brief introduction about Anajori to our new audience. Anajori means love. Anajori signifies the unconditional bond of love. And it is this unconditional bond of love for his native land that brought back Milind Dutta, the founder of Anajori, from USA to start a non-profit organization in 2018, which encourages and promotes various initiatives that are striving for social change, honing leadership skills, and building entrepreneurship capabilities in Northeast, including Assam. For the past few months, we have been engaging with speakers from various fields via virtual media to create a network among the people working in the region. Today, our topic of discussion is role of Assam startups in building entrepreneurs in Assam. And to talk on this topic, we have with us Mr. Ranjit Baruah. He is the founder director of Aromika Tea. He graduated BSc from Cotton College, completed his hotel management studies, and went to work for MacLeod Russell India Limited as the deputy manager for almost 20 years. After that, he completed entrepreneurship course from IIM Rohtak and started his company Aromika Tea. Before starting today's webinar, I would like to welcome Mr. Baruah, and I would like to request Mr. Baruah to say a few words.
Thank you for the invitation. It gives me immense pleasure to be a speaker on this platform. And thank you, Team Anajori, for the invitation. Aromika Tea, it's a concept that we started 3 years back, where we are trying to create value adds to the product, which has made Assam famous for just tea. With my knowledge and experience of tea, we have tried to create some new experience and give a person something to cherish, give a new experience based on tea. This is what is all about Aromika Tea. And as we proceed, we can discuss more. Are we expecting some more participants?
Yes, sir. There will be more. Sir, the first question I have for you is, what inspired you to start this startup?
Assam is famous for tea, and you find all types of teas that are made across Assam. More so, the small farmers, they make fantastic teas, and they are based in the nooks and corners of Assam. We developed this concept of creating value-added teas. When we saw this, the teas are very well made, but they hardly got any good remunerative price in the market. And people would definitely go out of Assam, buy some exotic teas and come back to Assam and take pride. I've bought this tea for 20,000, 30,000 rupees for a kilo, whereas we can make it here. So that has inspired me. With my background in hotel management and my work experience in tea gardens for the last 20 years, I decided why not something from here that people from outside Assam take pride to take it. So that was the basic idea. At the same time, we give a procurement support by way of buying the teas from the small farmers who are actually not on the highways. They are remotely placed. But the nearest town they have is the market they have is the nearest town. So we source it directly from them, give them a remunerative price. That way I can keep a tab on the quality of teas that they make. Since they make in small batches, it helps us. We can customize the tea, and then we can create different blends. The challenge is in combining the ingredients that are used for making the tea blends. Like not all ingredients will go with all the teas. We use different types of teas as base, like green tea or maybe white peony or a yellow tea or a black organic handcrafted deki tea or a normal CTC tea, that also different grades. They call it BOP, or you need a orthodox tea, you need a long leaf orthodox, you can have a small orthodox. So there are sort of teas, and the basic idea is how to do a good blending. Eventually, when a person will pay the money, they should have a taste. They should
Yes.
feel satisfied. Well, this tea is what. At the same time, our logo is, our tagline is "Feel the Jing." It should rejuvenate you. It should give you a nice experience. It should make you remember the tea that you drank even after 2 years, maybe 3 years. So this is how the whole concept works. And we have developed around 42 blends of tea as of now, starting from 5. And every tea is popular in particular region. But the most popular has been the blue tea and the Bhojolokia tea, along with the
Yes, sir.
masala and vanilla
I
tea.
was about to ask about the Bhujjolokia tea. Sir, as I was researching on you, this word came out that Bhujjolokia tea patent pending. And I couldn't sleep for one night thinking, how is it possible? Bhujjolokia tea. How did you came up with this, sir? I have been so eager to ask you this.
I have tried to use the native ingredients that is that is available in the northeastern region. So in the course of our R&D, we thought, why not try with Bhojolokia? This is one of the main ingredient of food in Northeast. It is very different. So it was a big challenge for us, how to blend Bhojolokia and what type of tea to blend with. So we decided to work on various types of teas. It took about 8 months to work on that. Finally, we found the black Deki tea. Deki tea is a handcrafted tea. Made in the rural Assam. It's not very popular, but the sizing, it suited very well for the taste and the blending. Then we had to dehydrate the Bhojolokia and then add it in the certain percentage. Then we had to get it tested in the FSSI lab. And then after all the trials, it's a NABL accredited lab, it was trial and tested, and we put it in the market. We have called it deliciously hot. It is hot, and you need, what I tell them, share ka deal to have that tea. If you have the dum, have this tea. So, but that was a tag, but it's deliciously hot, and it picked up very well. In fact, that became the highest seller during the COVID times. And the Bhojolokia tea, once we launched, it was covered in many state media, in the national media, in almost all the almost all the news features has featured us, like the Times of India, the Financial Express, Deccan Herald, Better India, the Your Story, Financial Express, the Print. So many national newspapers have featured us. And very recently, last week, we were featured in BBC News.
Yes, sir.
So that has given us boost and confidence and encouragement, and the basic idea of taking the name of Assam across India. That is helping us. These news features and this media coverage is helping us in our motto. The more we sell, the more we benefit the small growers, because it's a value chain that we have worked on. The more business we do, we can procure more and more teas for small tea, because they also gain economically. So this is our aim, and we look for support and encouragement from everyone. There are so many teas that we have in mind, and there's some more wellness teas that we are coming up.
Waiting for that, sir. Sir, I wanted to ask you, sir, after almost like 20 years working as a deputy manager, like how did you thought, like what made you motivate to start your own company as in going into startup?
Sometimes you feel that it comes from within, that I need to do something on my own. Since I've seen it, since I know there can be market, the main challenge was I wanted to do something on my own, but then I didn't know which segment to catch. But I wanted to be in tea. There's so many businesses in tea, like you can do tea trading, tea wholesaling, you can do normal black tea. So and 98% market is the black tea. The 2% market consists the green tea, the specialty teas. And if you say the specialty teas is less than 0.5% market, so I decided to take the most riskiest path, which is below 0.5%. I thought that why not try in this most difficult path, and then we started on this. My idea was there may not be buyers, but there are not many players also. So you have
Yes.
to take a chance. So when we launched the blue tea, it was quite popular, and many people started drinking this tea. And they came up with, what is this tea? And I said, Assam now makes blue tea. So then we tried with other teas, and we launched in Calcutta and Mumbai in the World Tea Coffee Expo, and the encouragement was very good. So we have seen people buying blue tea from Singapore, from Thailand. Now it was all available here at almost half the price, because we know the technology, we developed the know-how, and the main part was the raw metals that were available in this region. So as it was available, we could definitely use tap that area agriculture mineral. And also they were helping the farmers who produces the flowers and came up. Then there came the Bhojulaga tea. Then we came out with bamboo shoot tea. We know bamboo shoot is an integral part of diet. Again, it has its own taste, it has its own followers. So when we made the bamboo shoot tea, we got again a niche client. Not everyone likes bamboo shoot tea, but the niche client. There are so many teas. During COVID times, we came up with some sort of immunity boosting teas like Moringa Tulsi, the bamboo shoot, the spice turmeric tea, the Karha tea. So these teas were basically made from the resources that are available in the region, in the Eastern Himalayas, where we easy access to, and these are time tested. We know that when we are sick, our parents used to give ginger or some sort of you call it black pepper with milk or tea, so that we feel that relief. So the products that we have made are all based on ancient wisdom and traditional knowledge of making tea. So if somebody says, what is the benefit of moringa tea? I said, moringa is a superfood. We have been having this as a vegetable. I mean, in a diet. When we made the roselle tea is very good for liver. Roselle is now, it's taken as a vegetable in many families. So we have just tried to blend it in with tea. Then we made teas for the diabetic patients. We have called it miracle tea. You know what is made of? It is made of insulin plant. There's a plant called insulin plant. Scientifically is known as Costas pictus. So this Costas pictus has the health benefits to control your sugar and pressure, basically blood sugar. So we tried to blend that. Their commercial production fields who makes this Costas pictus. We spoke to them. We got the products. Then we blended with our teas and we gave it to the people. So initially free. Asked them. And myself, since I had also sugar problems, so it was tested on me. I had tried it for 2 months to see my blood sugar level. And then when I found it satisfactory, it was working, I gave it to the people. And now those people are my regular clients. It doesn't cure your blood sugar, diabetes, but it will help you to keep in check. As you drink a cup of tea, it works on your health. So everyone drinks a cup of tea. So when you drink a cup of tea, let it work on your health. Let it make you feel fresh. Let it provide some sort of immunity to you. So that is how our whole tea is a ranger, and we have taken the market as wellness teas. What do you do when you feel stressed out? What do you do when you feel very low? Just have a cup of blue tea. It works in your tense mind. That's the power of the flowers, the power of the tea. So it will leave you in good mood, make you feel better. So
Yes,
these
sir.
are how the teas are placed. And we say the proof of the pudding is in the eating. 70% of our clients as of today are repeat customers,
Wow.
and we do not do any advertisement. These are all word of mouth. The only promotion we have is through my Facebook post. That's all.
That's pretty high repeat customers, sir.
And that is
Sir,
how the BBC has come to know about us, and they have taken it, and BBC featured a story on us which was published last Friday.
wow, sir. Sir, what are the few challenges that you had to face in the beginning of your journey as a startup?
I didn't know what a startup was. I was a tea planter. I was chasing cows and plucking leaves. I was not a businessman. So I had to understand what a business is.
Okay.
So as a corporate, from a corporate job, when you have 12 person to help you in your bungalow with a chauffeur-driven car, I had to leave that, come back Guwahati, stay in a small house, basically family house, which is not not as big as a bungalow. Then you pick up your teas and you do sit on the roadside and then do sampling. Go to any grocery, big malls, ask for space, and you do the sampling. Because the teas are new, nobody knows what you are selling. You do the sampling. So that was the challenge. We have to make people taste the teas, and we did a lot of that. Outside any mall, we used to put our small stalls and then make tea and tell people. I took my scooty, had the products on my back, and went from shop to shop. I told people, this is blue tea, this is lemongrass, this is bojulika tea. So other people didn't understand what the tea was. It was looking all color and fanciful. Everything they seen is tea was normal milk tea, but this was blue in color, this was in red in color. But when they tested, as people started drinking the tea, and one bottle lasts for about a month or 2 months. So my next customer used to come back after 2 months. So they were very low sales, a new product in the market, but it was challenging and it was exciting. So one person to another, it kept on the word kept on spreading. And I hope that's why you have all called me today to discuss how to speak something about what we have done. The challenge still continues. You just start a business and your lockdown comes in. You don't know your products are in the market and it doesn't sell. So 3-4 lakhs of products are in the market, and after 7 months, when you go and get them, it all expired. The shelf life is expired. So what do? It's a complete loss. So you have to come up from those phases. When you put in all your money and then you think, oh, okay, I'll expand my business, your regular customer chain breaks down. People were more busy in buying vegetables than teas. So what do? Then we had to pivot. Pivot in the sense, to survive, we started selling face masks. I used my whole team. I had a friend who used to make masks, but we used to get the mask, get it sanitized, do the packing, and then sold to many pharmacies. At one time, we had 96 pharmacies, sold the mask. At least there's some revenue came in. Then we got a order from the government of Assam where teas were given as a part of the gift packet, which were given to the patients who were released from the hospital, COVID hospitals. Then at the time, we again won the nearest competition. But we used and when we were just about to come in and we started again the second lockdown came in. We were hammered the next time. So it's full of uncertainties, but again, then you have to keep patience. You have to think what we do. What we did was a sold mask. At the same time, we went around taking teas in hot flasks, disposable hot flasks. And we served teas to all the policemen on duty who were there from morning till evening. We served more than 1,800 cups of tea free of cost to all the policemen on duty in Guwahati city, starting from 4 o'clock till 8 o'clock. We served 3-4 types of tea, some milk tea, some with ginger tea, some without sugar tea. It was just to keep our spirit high that, okay, we are connected. When everything is closed, at least we make some tea and give it to the policemen on duty because they were the main warriors, COVID warriors would say. So that kept our spirit high. Second lockdown, we utilized the time to develop the exports market. So when the markets opened up, And during this time, we developed and completed our documentation part to export our teas to Australia. So when the lockdown opened up, we sent our first consignment and we launched our teas in Melbourne. And after 2 months, we launched our teas in Hiroshima. So there are avenues, there are plus minus, but then we tried to utilize the time. There is a time when nothing was working. Even Sydney was, Australia was locked down, India was locked down. So only best thing we could do was video conferencing. I could show him that these are the products, how we can go ahead. So utilize the time. So when the markets opened up, and now day first we send the second consignment to Australia. And hopefully as the market grows, we can send bigger consignments and we can send more and more teas to different parts of the world. We have got orders from faraway places like Luxembourg, from US, from Canada, but these are individual orders, 4 or 5 pieces. But at least the beginning has been made. Monday, we are dispatching our first consignment to Switzerland. This order was something that was very, very unexpected, because Switzerland, we never think Switzerland is a tea drinking country, but then they're ordering the blue tea and Bojulukia tea and the bamboo shoot tea and the tulsi tea and mint tea. And I'm quite surprised with the choice of orders they made. So you never know. We think Bojulukia tea would be limited here, but people from US, people from Switzerland are giving the order blue tea. So market is very wide. We have to just be patient, find out where the market lies. God willing, we'll be able to expand more. At the same time, help all the farmers, help them in the economic growth. Take Assam's name to more and more places. Let Assam tea be famous. Not only what it is already famous for, but Assam can also make specialties. That's what I want.
Yes,
And we have the talent. And people like you who have been promoting entrepreneurship, the team like Anazuri, let them take inspiration that they can create value addition. The main thing is that if you take a product which has got value for money, keep the consistency in quality, you will find buyers, you will find takers. People are willing to pay for a good thing. But nothing happens overnight. We are still struggling 3 years back, we are still struggling after 3 years. Now as the market opened, the Ukraine crisis came up.
yes,
You don't know what will be the repercussions. So it's like multiple speed breakers, but you have to be prepared with a car with big wheels, so that any small speed breaker you just cross over. So it's a very topsy-turvy. You never know when you might even find opportunity in this. Time will tell.
Sir. How have your priorities changed from when you started and right now?
Priorities means what? So what do you
Like
think?
as a startup, I think you had different priorities, and now as you are like very well known, so what are your priorities, and like what parts are you focusing on more right now?
See,
How is it
priorities
different?
priorities
Yeah.
does not change with your business expansion. I'll tell you why. You have to have your priorities from day one when you start your business. My priorities were make something consistent, make something very some makes exotic blends, give people a taste, let people be happy after drinking it, let there be a smile on your lips after drinking a cup of tea. That was a priority. That priority still exists, but the geographical area has increased. Earlier, if we started with Guwahati, then Assam, then Northeast, then Pan India, then across India. Once across India, you target North America, you target Europe. So your geographical area increases. Priorities remain the same, constant quality. But when I'll say priorities, like now we have to now look more into documentation part. Those kind of earlier, when do we have to deliver teas within Guwahati, it was very simple, just go and deliver. When you have to ship teas outside India, you have to fulfill so many legal obligations. Priorities, product testing. Second priority is customs clearance. You have to move around and find out who will do your customs clearance. Suppose you get a consignment of one crate of tea. What will be your medium of your transportation? Whether it will be ship machine, whether it will be by flight. If you go to a FedEx or something, they charge astronomical amounts. You have to find out customer don't pay, you have the order, customer don't pay for your courier. What do? Then you look for other options, other logistics. Working on logistics, working on paperwork, working with strategic partners to get your teas across. Those kind of priorities come in. And of course, when your product quantum increases, the back end value chain, you have to work on that. You need to increase your value chain, your supply chain. Your not only teas, not the raw materials, the packaging materials. You need to have people, because everyone was affected. If one supplier was not able to give you on time, you have to have a backup for others. So you have to work on those backups. So those kind of projects, earlier if you had to work with one supplier, now we have to work at least 3 suppliers who can manufacture the same kind of packaging materials. So those are the priorities, and only time teaches us this. Time will show us what more next to follow. ठोकर खा के सीखते हैं लोग, हम लोग भी ठोकर ही खा रहे हैं, सीख रहे हैं.
Sir, how like what was your criteria for choosing the first few employees? Because that is very important for a startup. The first few employees that you had, how was, if you could elaborate on that part?
I used to tell them first what is my business, and ask them if they love tea.
Okay.
If you love tea, if you are ready to slog in and learn something new, then you are most welcome to our organization. I'm not looking at any educational qualification for the basic level work. And we choose people who are in need of job. This is mostly a woman oriented industry because our teas are handcrafted. You have to make the blends. Making a blend is like cooking a good dish. And the magic a woman's fingers can weave cannot be matched with somebody else. So we have got women first. 90% of our workforce is a woman. We teach them about different types of teas, which is so that they can understand, differentiate from a green tea, from an orthodox to a black tea, to a different grades of black tea. And then we tell them how to blend. Now blending requires some technical thing, like how much you have to dehydrate, how to cut the size, to what size you have to cut the ingredients. Those are some technical things. So blending means mixing evenly. So we have to teach them. And my employees, they're basically housewives who are residing nearby our office area. So it's easy for them to communicate to office. Very simple work, like peeling the ginger or cleaning the flowers, simple works. And then you mix them in what proportion. So these are something you don't learn anywhere, you have to learn on job. The only thing, if they are interested, I can always teach them. But of course, people like some other people who has to do like invoicing, stock keeping. So you need some technical qualifications, and we welcome them. We have the cafes. The cafes, again, we train young boys and girls. Just ask them, do you know cooking? They say yes, because we only make tea. We don't serve anything else. We've got more than 60 types of tea that are served in the cafe. And I teach them a recipe. So in a cafe, we welcome guests. Like whenever somebody comes to your home, the way we welcome guests in our home is something like that. And by now, most of our guests are regular, and by seeing their face, we know what tea they will drink, unless they change it. Today, I'll not have that tea. So we have started knowing people's choice, and that helps them. People just walk in there, we know, okay, he will drink this tea, make it, give it to them. Personal bond develops. So that is how, and we are training them, basically making them ambassadors of tea. We just need to have that little interest.
Sir, what were your first strategies for marketing your tea in starting? Like you said, one of them was like you went to the shopping malls and gave customers free sample
D2C, straight way, direct to customers.
direct to customers.
Because we wanted to give the customers a feeling of the tea. They drink this tea and see. If you like it, buy again. And that way continued for about 6-7 months. We went and purchased any expos or small whatever fairs to participate and showcase our teas. D2C was the main. Then went to B2B. But that was the main challenges. First strategy was D2C. Take it straight to customers, make them taste. And we tell them what is this tea, what it is made of, what are the ingredients, and how to drink this tea. So when people understand how to drink this tea and they see the cost effect, like the Bhujulika tea, 1 pack of Bhujulika tea is 400 rupees. It contains 70 grams. But you can make at least 60 cups of tea. Per cup is about below 6 rupees. We tell them you get exotic tea for below 6 rupees. Why not try it? People see the reason behind the reasoning behind the costing and the health benefits. And unless we tell people, people won't buy. Unless they see the benefit, people will not buy. That is why we have used our tea cafe as an experience zone. People come and drink a cup of tea, but we do sampling of 10 types of tea. We tell them we don't charge anything for a sample. Just try the teas. If you like it, buy it at least, or you can at least refer to other people. That is how we've been trying to promote. And we also promote the traditional tea drinking style of Assam. Like we have got items in the menu as selekasa. Do you know what is selekasa?
No, sir, please.
This is a tea which is had in the rural areas in Banbati with gamucha, with mithoi, we call it good chips. You eat the chips, drink the tea in a Banbati with pitha, with the gamucha. Traditional way of drinking tea in rural Assam. That we promote in Guwahati, and young crowd comes and drink this tea and take photos for Instagram with gamucha and Banbati. Foreigners come, they drink this tea. So it's not just the product, it's a tradition of Assam that we are promoting. Banbatisa, Sungasa. Sungasa is made it's a barbecue tea, it's made in bamboo pipes, Sungasa. Which can be Sunga Gauri, why not Sungasa?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sungasa, Banbatisa, Selekasa. So this kind of rural traditional. Gursa. We have also, you have biscuit tea. Biscuit tea is a very new tea which is served in edible cups. Once you drink the cup, you eat the cup. You drink the tea and eat the cup. So we have bought that also. It's there for last 2 years. Young kids like it. Even adults like it. Some adults. You eat the cup. Drink the tea and eat the cup. New experience. Eco-friendly. So it's all different experience you have to give.
Wow, sir.
Then
I'm
we
so
have a
excited
burning
to
tea.
try those teas.
Yes, burning tea. Burning tea is like, it's like a flambe. You must have seen a flambe dish. The fire comes in.
Yeah, yes. Sir.
So this tea, when they serve it, fire will come out from the tea. People carry it like this, the fire coming from the tea. They take pictures. Of sometimes the fire moves and then you drink the tea. We call it burning tea. So it's all experience. तभी ना लोग आएंगे.
Yes, sir. Sir, what have you enjoyed most about starting your own company?
I am my own boss. I don't have a fixed time. But then there are no time also.
Okay.
You have to make time. You have to make time and basically see, when you are employed, you put in the best efforts and you work for somebody else. Your effort will make somebody else prosperous. And that is, as an employee, you are supposed to do that. That you have taken a salary, your duty bound to give your best. So after having 20 years, that's a new experience. I also thought, why not do something on my own? But the management also that if there's a loss, it's your loss. If there's no income, it's your decision. At least you have to give your employees, whether you can take your salary or not, you have to pay your employees on time. It's your decision how to arrange the fund, your decision how to sell the products. But when you work for somebody else, you don't have to think all that. You have to just do work, get your salary. But when you have your own company, you have to think all those lines. How do I generate the fund for next month's salary and for next 3 months my raw materials? So you have to work now to get your revenues for the next 3 months. You have to do a business now to get your salary and to get your revenue for next 3 months. Then not everyone pays on time. Even if it's a 21-day cycle, people will keep on dragging you. Aaj paisa nahi hai, kal paisa nahi hai, come after 1 month. So that policy is always there. You cannot deny them also, but at the same time, you cannot wait for too long. So it's a mixed match. Those are the challenges, how you can cycle your, basically, you can get the cycle on for your payment. As you do business, you learn more and more. You feel excited. Then you develop alternate sources. Then you know, okay, how much to spend, how much not to spend, where the right channels. I'll give a simple example. When I launched, I was very excited. I wanted to put my teas everywhere in Guwahati. So it's big, small, I just didn't care. I just went and sold, put my teas to around 50 outlets in Guwahati. Then I realized who are my target customers, whether I have my customers in that area or not. Who will buy a blue tea for 50 grams for 500 rupees when their tea is available for 70 rupees for 100 grams normal tea? Those are learning experiences. There's an initial excitement to have your teas all around. Then you cannot just keep your teas in a stall. You have to push it. You have to give people. You have to give promoters. And half the teas are not sold. Whenever after 1 month, 2 months, we go there, sir, Dada, what's the sale? Etao bikri hona, paisa nahi. Then we had to actually work on it. Then I reduced to 4. From 50, I reduced to 4. Those who need tea will WhatsApp me now. It's there, but it's not there in the market. Those who knows where the tea is available, they will connect to me. It's available in 15 e-commerce platforms across India. So those who know about this tea, now I get orders from Switzerland. I get orders from Australia online and we ship it. Rather putting up too much of money, basically we have to understand the target market for any product, not only tea, any product. Who are target customers? So if you want big fish, if you want to do fishing, you have to understand where you'll find the fish.
Yes, sir.
So you need to take time to see, find out the area where the fishes are available. Then you take that boroki and go. Otherwise, you will keep on fishing some area, fish are in some other area. You said, I put so much effort, see, no fish came. Understand the pond, we'll do the fishing. And whether those fishes which are there will eat what you put as a bait. If it's there, drink it. They'll take it. Then you are sure to catch some fish. Those are practical
Sir,
experience I'm sharing.
yes, sir. Thank you for that. Sir, what are you working on now and what are your future plans?
If you ask me what I'm working on consolidating the market, which has been actually affected by the corona. Since now markets are opening up, we need to recreate the customer chain. We need to reestablish the online sales, go for extensive promotion. I also want to consolidate on the tea cafes outlets in Guwahati and increase by another 2 more in strategic locations. Third thing, I want to again focus more on the exports market and try to expand to Western Europe, North America, and Middle East if possible. I've been nominated by Government of India to visit Dubai Expo in March as part of the MSME ministerial delegation. So we'll be representing India. Hopefully, there we'll get an opportunity to showcase different Assam teas and art specialties and get us some business. So there are opportunities there. We're looking for things to shape up, and hopefully the next financial year should be better for everyone. And with markets opening up, people will have the buying power. People will go for wellness things, and there'll be better business for everyone. Be it tourism, be it FMCG, be it fintech, or any other business.
They will buy more Bhut Jolokia tea, sir. That's for sure.
I don't know, but Vijayanagar tea sells very well during winters. But with the summers, they might try something else. But you never know; it might sell in countries which is cold.
Yes, sir. Sir, did you got the patent for Bhut Jolokia tea?
Not yet. It takes time.
Yes, sir. Fingers
So
crossed.
yes, now we have filed for IPR for another product. This is called braille friendly package. I don't know whether you can see that. This is the first of its kind in India. The tea packets have got braille languages so that a blind person can read.
Wow. That's very innovative, sir.
This is something that we have launched for the first time. For a normal person, everyone can read what it is. For a visual challenge, they cannot read what I'm selling. So they will at least touch and see what is this tea. This is a masala tea. So they will know it is Arabica masala tea. The price is 300 rupees for 100 grams. They can read. So you are giving them an equal opportunity to a visually challenged section of the society. This is for inclusive growth, giving equal opportunities. So this was featured in a France newspaper and World Tea News USA and many other national newspapers. So they say now Assam tea comes in braille friendly packets. There's a promotion of Assam tea.
Yes, sir.
We are filing for IPR for this also. So that I don't want this idea to be copied immediately. And many say this is the first tea packets in the whole world with braille language. Literally, we don't know.
Yes. Sir, there is Milind sir wants to ask something.
Yes, please.
Sir, you can ask the speaker.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Ranjit, I do not know whether you remember me or not, but I met you at the this what do you call startup, Assam startup, and you gave me your jolokia, Bhut Jolokia.
Thank you.
And you are generous in giving sample. So I like your fishing idea, and maybe Anazori could also work together and help you fishing, do some more fishing, because you know I lived in Minneapolis for a long time, and long time back I was thinking of exporting tea,
Okay.
and I worked with Peggy Caldwell.
Okay.
Canada's Peggy Caldwell.
Yes.
কি বুলি কয় এইটো আমাৰ fertile ground.
Right.
So তেওঁলোকে export কৰি আছিল, and she really wanted me to export to North America. So মই গলো বহুত আমাৰ US to Minneapolis বহুত co-op আছে. So I went to co-op and talk about Assam tea and all that. So but two things I realized, that I hate sales job. Sales job is not my cup of tea, and so I put it aside. But now I have more connection, realize that I don't have to do this sale. I have friends over there who could do the sales, and because I haja kori thaku Guwahati and Minneapolis, so and I lived there for 25 years, so I have a good base. And what we want to promote Assam product, and that in and we want to get involved because we need Anazuri's for-profit part, so that could fit to Anazuri's non-profit part. Because government part to grants and napao to continue our work for Enazuri as a non-profit, we are planning to start a for-profit site. So
Okay.
basically to tap on the Western US market and also to promote Assam product
Okay.
from Assam. So uh, we should meet together and see how we can help each other, what we can do, as you said, Muru Hitwe with this, so ki Assam name spread hoba lage. Assam tea, Assam tea and Assam craft and Assam stuff should go everywhere. So in that way, we are, same line. So, let's sit together and I am I really like all your innovative ideas. Now, you are being very creative, and specifically it will sell in the Western world that you thought about all this. More khali etai question ase, do you have sample tea? Do you have tea sample? Mane not tea sample, like you jeneke wine or sample plate hoy na. So do you have five different small amount of wine, but you can sample, and it's a plate you sell. So Teneke, do you also sell different
Yes,
teas?
yes, we do sampling recently. I can say this was a tea that we've been working for to send to launch in London. So these are
Okay.
samples. We have Inus tea.
No, I'm not talking about that simple. Moi jodi apunar dukanot jao, I want tea, but I do not want to pay 300 rupees for one cup of one type of tea. Instead of them, horu pasta different
I'll give
drink
it.
drink.
Yeah, sure. These are samples that you can buy in 10 small grams, or you can drink different kinds of tea that I will. And drinking sample is free. You're most welcome. I'll be honored to post you to all our teas.
No. I'm not. But that's great. More to sample kiman khwaba amak. But more kisuman bikri kore no, they small.
Yes, we do sell.
Sample boli nokoy, but kiba the belak eta word ase. Juntu they have. I can have 5 different small cup, like cutting for different.
Yes.
Hetu ase niki.
There are. We have got a platter of tea.
Your store.
Tea platters.
Aru your store is in that Bipannoy Kendro ne aru kobatu ase.
Yes. Bipon Khetrot ase, we've got in NRL Quick Shop, but cafe kon Bipon Khetrot ase, aru Jute Nali Vinal Cafe ase, amar dukhan cafe. So we are just starting to on this.
Okay. And how is your tea different from the other brand? Start with B, brand something, Homore. They also export. There's something called Wild Tree or something. Have you heard about this company?
Yeah, Beyond the Ray.
Beyond the Ray.
Yes.
How is it different from bread?
They claim it that the teas are grown wild. So they sell as wild tea. So they also a different is tea is same basically, but then the source they said that tea that they package is grown in the wilds. So that is a basic virgin tea. They're not blended teas. I am more into wellness and blended teas. Teas health through a cup of tea. That's blended. So it's more of blended teas.
Thank you. I would like to visit you and your office is in Bipannoy, Kendra, or where do
my office in Guwahati College of Bhavani Maidan, and Bipon Khetrot we have the tea outlet and a cafe there.
So I happen to live also in Guwahati College, Bhavani Maidan, so we need to meet and talk sometime.
Yes. No, so it's near the Haldi Mill. Just
okay.
On the road to Nepali Chowk.
Okay. Thank you.
And I'm very glad to inform that we just shipped 4-5 teas to Nevada and last week, and they have taken the Bhujolokia teas and blue tea.
And where do you do your packaging? Is the packaging local or you have to send to somewhere else?
No, all in our office. We have the blending unit here. We do everything here. All packaging, production, packaging, everything.
All right, great. We would like to come and see your unit and
welcome.
And we'll figure out how we can take your tea to Minneapolis.
Yes. I shall be very, very honored to take to send my teas there.
Okay, thank you.
How far is a Dallas from Minneapolis? I have very faint idea.
Okay, so there is a road called 35W. It starts from Canada border. So Minneapolis is the top state, and I think it ends in Texas. So if you drive, it will take you 19 or 20 hours.
Okay.
But
Then
straight.
now we have one more consignment we sent on Monday. This is Aurora, Colorado. Now, where is Aurora? How far is it from there?
Colorado. By
Aurora.
flight, I think around
Yeah.
flight 2.5 hours. So we are in Midwest.
Okay.
Texas will be south. I mean, Midwest or Uparot, Texas will be Midwest or south, basically. Texas is directly south of, Minnesota.
Okay. So I think my teas are going. My teas are going to northeast and west of USA.
Great to know that, and let's see how we can help each other.
Yes, sir. I will definitely look forward to it because we have a plan to expand in North America, and we don't have any connections. So I'm sure with your expertise, with your little support, we can definitely take it there. And I'm very glad to hear that you have tasted our samples, and I look forward to meeting you and hosting you to our other range of teas as well.
Great, it'll be great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, last two questions for you. So, knowing what you know now, is there anything you would have done differently at the beginning?
At the beginning, I didn't know what to do. Which segment target? I just targeted the segment where there were no players, full of risk but no players. I took a risk there, and there's no looking back. So maybe that's why that competition is little less. Now, I would say we have many many companies coming up with specialties that like we make. But then we have to be little differentiated always. So that's why we are working in different innovative ideas, innovative blends, innovative packaging. So that helps to keep you ahead in the race. Like when people try to make something that you similar to what you make, you have to come up with something different, which is not there. But only bigger advantage is that we have tried to keep our quality consistent and offer the same type of teas, similar taste, which was 2 years back, is what we have. So it's very difficult to maintain that quality, and that's why we are sticking to consistent suppliers. So they make the same way, we make the same way. So that is very important. And I feel and I hope that consistency and the main focus on quality will help us survive through all the competition. And with my knowledge and experience and whatever I've seen in the market, quality speaks, quality sells, and you will be respected. You have the quality. I'm very glad to share that yesterday Mr. Gautam Adani had visited Assam, and Assam government gifted aromatic teas to Mr. Gautam Adani. He is the big industrialist of India, Mr. Gautam Adani. And our gift hampers were given to him. So we also feel proud. Yes, maybe yes. Our teas, if he sips even one cup of tea, he will come to know there's something called aromatic tea in Assam. Yes. Small achievements, milestones, but then they boost our morale in what we are trying to do, what we're trying to promote. That gives a boost.
Yes, sir. Sir, one last question. And it's not a question, sir. I would like you to give some advice to the new entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs.
I always say that there is no immediate route. If you have a plan in mind, be consistent, think, work on it, and just give it your best shot. You are the best judge about your business plan. There are so many people who will tell you should not do it this way or you do it the other way. But you have developed that plan and you are the best judge. Follow it, take expert opinions. If there are 3-4 options, which is the best options, take that as from the expert opinion. But stick to your idea. Be patient, be consistent, and results will surely come. It might be delayed, but then results will come. Only thing is that believe in yourself. You'll be successful. And I wish all the best to all the young entrepreneurs, upcoming entrepreneurs, whatever they have in mind. Take some expert ideas on how to, because you see, a business idea has to be commercially viable. So making the shift from a plan to a viable product is important, and how you can you can generate revenue from it consistently. That is most important, because after all, you'll be putting in money, you'll be putting others' money. That money has to come back. That is very important. So business plan, and your how to generate revenue, that is very important, and keep them, have financial discipline. That's most important. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So I would definitely try the Bhujjolokia tea. That is one thing for sure after this awesome webinar. And I thank you from Enajori's side, and to all the people that are watching it on Facebook, please get yourselves a cup of Aromatica tea. And thank you, and follow our channel, and please share this video to lots of people. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your inviting me to share a little experience, and I wish you all the best, and all the upcoming entrepreneurs, that you may come up successful in whatever plan, whatever business idea you have. Do well. God bless.